This is Biomaterials, Lecture 16, Video 1. In this lecture, we will focus on healing wounds with absorbable sutures. People get wounded all the time, and sometimes wounds need some assistance to heal. In the previous lecture, we discussed how polymers can degrade in the human body and discussed ways to prevent the degradation of polymeric implants. In this lecture, we will talk about how the degradation of polymers can actually be a good thing. The key idea for this lecture is natural and synthetic absorbable sutures degrade by enzyme attack and hydrolysis, respectively. You will build upon your knowledge of polymer degradation in this lecture. We will cover wounds and wound healing and discuss natural and synthetic sutures. We will discuss degradation mechanisms of absorbable sutures and discuss applications of absorbable sutures. We will then end with a look ahead at the future of absorbable sutures. Let's start our discussion with you. Yes, you. You are probably well aware of this, but you're pretty awesome. You are an awesome person, and I hope this course has taught you that your body and its biological materials and systems are awesome. However, I'm going to get a bit philosophical at the moment and discuss how you are also awesome because you are an impossibility. Do you ever sit and ask yourself, what are the odds of my existence? For us to exist, so many unlikely events needed to happen in the exact order that they did. The exact sperm cell and egg cell needed to meet at just the right time to create you with the exact DNA sequence that programmed you, which has been calculated to be a 1 in 250 million chance of happening. For that to happen, your parents had to meet and create you. For that to happen, your grandparents had to meet to create your parents. For that to happen, your great-grandparents had to meet and create your grandparents. I guess what I'm trying to get at is I really want to talk about cave people. That's right. Let's go way back to our ancestors, 300,000 years ago. We could go back further to the Big Bang to discuss how we are all impossibilities in this impossible universe, but this is biomaterials, and I'd like to focus on humans. For you to exist today, your ancestors had to survive some really harsh conditions. Thanks to hydroxyapatite being completely resistant to corrosion and other archaeological evidence, scientists have determined that our ancestors spent most of the day trying to not die. They formed groups, spent much of their daily life gathering food, hunting animals, making tools, and keeping fires going. If they had additional time, they created works of art on cave walls. Since this is a lecture about wound and wound healing, I'd like to focus on the unfortunate ancestors who got picked to hunt animals. Hunting animals was a pretty dangerous job for early humans. Imagine trying to take down a bear or a saber-toothed tiger with some pointy sticks. Hunting carries the risk of getting wounded. A wound is an injury to any of the tissues of the body. If we take a look at skin, we see that it consists of a 3-layered structure, with the topmost layer being the epidermis, which is a thin avascular outer layer, the middle layer being the dermis, which is the skin's main support structure, and the third layer being subcutaneous fatty tissue that serves as a shock absorber. The skin is the largest organ in the human body, and it is essential to our survival. When the human body gets wounded, such as the laceration to the skin shown here, the body starts to undergo a healing process. Healing is the process of restoring an injured body to health. For this in-video assignment, I'd like you to watch a video on wound healing. Please go to the YouTube video shown here to learn more about the wound healing process. A link to the video is also provided in the description below. After watching the video, please answer the questions in the Google form, which is also provided in the description below. You may take as much time as you need, but please complete this assignment before starting Lecture 16, Video 2. We trust you to follow the honor code. We will go over the solutions to this problem in Lecture 16, Video 2, which is also linked below.